All right, Stealth Army, we got to talk for a little bit about the mob vote this year. I mean, it's coming up in a few days. Believe it or not, a few more days, we're going to know what type of mobs we'll be able to vote for during Minecraft Live. But this is a very special year, and the pressure is on for Mojang. A lot of people are going to be paying close attention to Mojang, how they handle the mob vote this year, and not only that, the quality of the mobs. Are we getting mobs that are going to add a lot of content to Minecraft, or are we getting another copy and paste reskinned type of mob that we've seen a lot in Minecraft Earth, as well as Minecraft Dungeons, which we don't have any bad mobs per se. I just think that original type of mobs are ultimately the best and they provide the most type of content, instead of these like recycled skins like the glow squid was to the squid, the mushroom cow, and the moo bloom. Like, I think we've had enough of those for now. I'm not trying to say I don't want to see more of those, but this year they have to deliver. So we're going to be talking about that in today's video. I really want you guys to share your ideas down below. What type of mobs do we need in the next major update, and what should they showcase during Minecraft Live, which I will be streaming October 16th from start to finish. It's going to be an absolute blast. So if you haven't joined the Stealth Army already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I promise you, we got so much content on the way. It's going to be amazing. And please support the video with a like. It really does help out the channel. With that said, I feel like we should start off with some pros. Some things that I actually really enjoyed about the last two mob votes. The one in 2017, which honestly, 2017 was a great year for Minecon. They introduced so many new things with the voting process, allowing us to vote for a new feature that eventually comes into the game. That was just amazing. Whoever came up with that idea deserves a promotion. That was just game changing, and they still do it every single year. This was also the year where they started going virtual. Like, it was mostly online at this point, so they added a ton of skits. They included a bunch of YouTubers. Like, I would say this is basically the blueprint for what we have right now, which is Minecraft Live. But let's go back to the mob vote. This was probably, in my opinion, the best mob vote we've had so far. I know a lot of people, including myself, we like to think, well, this was the year of the Phantom, which no matter what, people are just going to associate Phantom with 2017 Minecon. It's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of things. But in terms of quality, you have to admit, these mobs were really interesting. Every single mob was unique. Every single mob affected a different environment. We had the Monster of the Ocean Depths, Mob A. We had the Monster of the Night Skies, Mob B, the Great Hunger, Mob C, which is the mob I voted for, and the Hovering Inferno, Mob D. All of these mobs were unique. All of them did something extremely different and affected different environments in Minecraft and different dimensions as well, which is definitely a plus. So this was overall a really awesome experience, and I would have to say that all of the mobs were gonna make the game a lot more challenging. So even though the Phantom ended up winning, I feel like every single mob was gonna make the game a lot more challenging in some different way, which is what you want. If you've been playing the game for a long time, you probably want a challenge, and every single mob, A, B, C, and D, was going to offer you that challenge. Now, the only issue with the Phantom is, although it is challenging, it is also annoying. I mean, it forces you to play a certain way. So even the developers have been caught roasting the Phantoms in the past. So that just lets you know that maybe the Phantom was still a mistake, although Mob A is literally a squid that drags you down to the bottom of the ocean. So that sounds pretty annoying in my opinion as well. So feel free to share down below which mob you guys voted for if you were part of Minecon back then. But let's go ahead and talk about the most recent mob vote, which included the Moo Bloom, the Isolager. Where my Isolager gang at, by the way? You guys are always loud in the comment section. And then lastly, we had the Glow Squid, which I like to sort of call these mobs the recycled mobs. Now, I don't know if anybody from Mojang's watching this video. I honestly don't have anything against these mobs. I feel like they're just okay. They're not fascinating. They're not amazing. They're just simply okay. But at the end of the day, they're sort of recycled. I mean, these mobs are from Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft Earth, and both of these games have a ton of mobs. I mean, just look at some of these mobs from Minecraft Earth. There's so many. We got like 7 or 8 types of pigs and sheep. We got all of these cows and chickens and rabbits, and yes, they sort of look reskinned, but can you imagine having all of these mobs in Minecraft one day? I would just love that. So maybe like an animal type of update would just be magnificent. But I guess my point is that if we have one event per year and one vote per year, like they have to go all out with these mobs. Just simply getting a reskinned chicken or a reskinned cow is not going to be good enough when they're working on updates for essentially a year, right? That's about the average time for a major update. So these mobs, they have to bring it, and we know what Mojang's capable of. I mean, we've all seen the Warden gameplay at this point, and the Warden easily looks like one of the best mobs ever, and I think that's just what the community wants. We want mobs that are just cool. They're going to add a lot of content that are probably dangerous as well. I feel like the community would also be happy with a villager vote, voting for a new villager in Minecraft, also voting for a tameable mob, something that you can actually tame. It will follow you around. That would get the community extremely hyped as well. Of course, the big one being a boss vote. As of right now, it's still speculation, but can you imagine voting for a new boss? That would also make it extremely difficult for content creators, streamers, YouTubers to try and manipulate the mob vote by getting their community to vote a certain way. That's just not acceptable. We've already talked about this in plenty of other videos, but I also see that as a solution. When you introduce a mob that has so much content, that offers so much to Minecraft, that it forces people to think about what they're voting for instead of just voting for what their favorite YouTuber or favorite streamer wants to see in the game. Ideally, that's what we want as a community, a mob vote that represents most of what the community wants to see, instead of the select 1% content creators out there that probably just do speedrunning and they don't want any challenges or complications in the game. We want something that represents the majority of Minecrafters out there, because Minecon, Minecraft Live, it's all about the community. Right? That's what this event is all about. And the Minecraft Live trailer actually has a couple hints. We don't really know what they mean as of right now. I mean, I'm sure we'll know very soon, but we got quadromorphic ender vision, which could be a reference to the end update, possibly a mob related to the end or the ender dragon. We have pillager radio sound, which is a reference to possibly pillagers, illagers, and maybe even Minecraft dungeons. So fingers crossed on that reference. And then lastly, we have the beacon broadcasting system, which is a reference to the Wither, possibly the Nether, and all of the other mobs in the Nether as well. So share your theories down below. Thanks again for watching the video, guys. Make sure you click that notification bell sign because YouTube is constantly messing up, and you definitely don't want to miss any of my videos or streams leading to Minecraft Live. So thanks again, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.